This is nuts. Why do these keep bringing Emmett Till into this? Okay, this dude is honestly just a disgusting, despicable person.
She's one of those people who thinks the internet exists so that her 10-year-old ass can say whatever she wants with no repercussions.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What? This guy's insane, isn't he?
So I figure there's got to be some followers here that are around the age of 12. Lovely young ladies who are also nice.
This is insanity. What is going on? This is nuts.
Hi, Emmett.
This has got to be the most insane TikTok shit I've ever seen. Docs, harass, and stalk 10 to 12-year-olds. What the action? He's literally owning kids, literal children on TikTok, man. Right, anyway, so we've now going to look at this other guy. I did watch this the other day already, one of these videos, but I wanted to watch another one and then just talk a bit about him because apparently he's got some drama about him. But this guy is undoubtedly, absolutely, in my opinion, worse than Vosh because even when presented with new information, he's just like doubled down and tripled down on it. Anyway, I think this is kind of one of the takes that you might see perpetuating about this whole situation.
Please help me, help!
The people who are citing this article as proof that we were wrong to call her out in the first place clearly don't understand what our problem with her is. If you're saying, oh, this is proof that we were wrong, that tells me that you believe our issue was white woman tries to steal black man's bike. And that's not it. That is not what we have a problem with. What we have a problem with is her behavior in that video. Now, I believe that
Okay, I mean, this is just the ultimate fucking cope that I've heard so far. And also, even if we take it at face value, what he's saying, if a woman is surrounded by a bunch of dudes that are trying to jostle with her, is it not reasonable that she would feel afraid? Like, why does it have to be about race at all?
young man genuinely believes he rented that bike. Let's assume, for the sake of argument, she believes that as well. One of them is mistaken. Maybe the app messed up, assigned it to both.
Okay. Why are we reaching for the least probable explanations for this to explain this? This is so fucking pathetic. This is so pathetic from this guy that he can't just hold his hands up and go, guys, I was a bit quick with this one. You know, on more information, it seems like da-da-da. But it has to be this cope. Oh, and actually, no, we're just concerned with their behavior. Give me a fucking break, man.
But let's say going into this, they both honestly believe that is their bike. His way of dealing with this is to say, this is my bike. I rented this bike. And he has the app open on his.
This is fucking insane. Are we missing the part where they're trying to jostle with her? Acting like he's just like acting super calm about everything. When it's not just him, there's other people there that are with him. This is nuts. We're just going to disregard the fact that a woman is there facing down, you know, apparently 5 guys. And she's got to act cool, calm and collected in that situation. And acting like this guy was cool, calm and collected. It's just such bullshit, man.
His phone to show that he rented this bike. In fact, it looks like sometimes he even just trying to show her on the phone that he rented this bike. How did she respond?
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
She stole his phone. Did you all miss that part? That she snatched his phone out of his hand and took it away from him? And he's like, the fuck you doing? Don't take my phone. And then he took it back from her. If she believes that's her bike, why isn't she stating that case? Her phone is right here. She pulls it out at the end of the video. Why doesn't she go, no, sir, I rented the bike. Here, look, you can see right here. She.
Is that what happened in that moment?
Why you took?
At We See You, Karen.
How did she respond?
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
She stole his phone. Did you all miss that part? That she snatched his phone out of his hand and took it away from him?
I mean, that in itself is obviously irrational. Why did she take his phone? That's like not totally unreasonable. But then are we not going to talk about the fact that he is like physically interfering with her? Do you know what I mean? Like, what about that part? We're acting like he's acting cool, calm, and collected. He is like trying to physically interfere with her in some way.
And he's like, the fuck you doing? Don't take my phone. And then he took it back from her. If she believes that's her bike, why isn't she stating that case? Her phone is right here. She pulls it out at the end of the video. Why doesn't she go, no, sir, I rented the bike. Here, look, you can see right here. She doesn't make that argument. Why not? I believe she decides in that moment that he isn't worth making the argument to. Instead, she decided to scare him. She doesn't think he's...
What? But what about the fact that she's probably scared herself? This dude is fucking nuts. Hey, thanks for the bits. This guy is just tripling and quadrupling down. Rather than just going, hey, I fucked up in my analysis here. Here's where I was wrong. He is coming up with these insane fucking extrapolations of the footage.
Worth her time or consideration. So instead of having a rational conversation, she just starts yelling, help, help, expecting him to be like, yo, what the fuck? And walk away. Only he doesn't do that. His friend pulls out a phone and is like, nah, you're not going to claim we did something. You're not going to turn this around on us, and starts recording her. And again, instead of making her case, she just sticks with that. And only when someone else walks up.
Why are we expecting, like, are we not going to account at all for the fact this person has likely just finished a shift at work? Okay, probably tired, probably just wants to get home, but we're expecting this absolutely perfect like response from her when she's facing down multiple men that are trying to argue the toss over this fucking bike. It just doesn't make any sense. Why are we giving all of this charity to them, but we're like scrutinizing her to this insane degree and this insane level, where we're questioning her actions to this ridiculous degree, when it is perfectly reasonable that she is going to feel perturbed by what's happening and going to feel bothered by the fact that these guys are, from her perspective, hassling her.
Do the fake tears
It's nuts.
Carolyn Bryant, the woman whose lies got...
Okay, and listen, you guys are trying to get me to Peppy post, okay? Right? And I know you want me to do the race memes, and we've had a bit of race memes, okay? But the race aspect, from her perspective, okay, I don't genuinely think she's looking and thinking a bunch of black guys are going to whatever me, okay? I think what she's probably thinking is I'm getting accosted by a group of men. I'm a bit scared, right? There's been enough race injection into this. We don't need to do any more, okay? Also, another Emmett Till reference. Give me a fucking break with this shit, man.
Got Emmett Till brutally murdered, recently died. And I made a video saying how I wasn't celebrating her death. And I didn't want to celebrate it because it felt hollow, because things have not changed. I have never in my life had the fear of what happened to Emmett Till happen to me. And yet that is a very real fear for many young black men still in 2020.
I tell you what, right? Black men, here's a fucking message for you then, if that's what this guy's saying, okay? If you don't want to get Emmett Tilled, right? Don't physically accost pregnant women that are trying to fucking rent a bike to go home after a shift, and then you're probably not going to get fucking Emmett Tilled, are you? Like, what is this take? He's acting like these guys were acting super fucking rational and being... No, they were also escalating the situation and being physical too. What is this fucking take? Why do these fuckers keep bringing Emmett Till into this? There's nothing to do with Emmett Till. My understanding, the police weren't even involved at any point in this. It was just passers-by that were trying to help the situation.
And this shit right here is exactly what will still get young black men killed.
How? Okay, this dude is fucking, honestly, just a disgusting, despicable person, honestly. Like, this is fucking grotesque, man. This is fucked up, man. What on earth? Anyway. I didn't realise this when I was watching this, okay? But this guy's got a checkered past. Let's put it that way. Now, the reason I thought this would be fun to talk about is I feel like this guy is a perfect combination of having shit takes, okay, but then also getting criticized for shit by some gigasoys who are like more soy than him. But then they'll take it too far and be too soy, so I'll end up defending him sometimes. So it's going to be a good combination. We're going to see what happens. Anyway, let's have a little look at some of these takes. We've got a couple of tweets about it. And then I found, it's only a small channel, but there's an entire channel dedicated to this guy's antics called Victims of Tizzy Ent. This dude is like, there's a treasure trove of fucking iceberg memes about this guy. I swear to God. It's madness. Anyway, check this out. So let's have a look at this first. Trigger warning thread. This is from this person called Lola Ray, who's a gigasoy, I guess. TikTok US continues to platform Tizzy N after he bullied and sexualized children. He went on to attack people in marginalized communities for money. Here he bullies a 10-year-old. More below. TikTok is complicit.
Good morning, everyone. If you have a moment, hop over to Iona Loves Sean XX. She likes to come on my videos and comment that I'm a pedophile, which I take a slight issue with, considering I'm a father and an uncle, and that shit disgusts me.
I mean, I've got to be honest with you. If anything, that just makes it easier, doesn't it? But also, on top of that as well, here's the other thing too, okay? He's doing the, oh, that disgusts me meme. Like, come on, man. Give me a fucking break. You don't need to say that, do you?
She's one of those people who thinks the internet exists so that her 10-year-old ass can say whatever she wants with no repercussions. She did make her account private because she was afraid of everyone coming to visit her.
This person's 10. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? No. Come on, that is fucking ridiculous. There's no way.
She's one of those people who thinks the internet exists so that her 10-year-old ass can say whatever she wants with no repercussions. She did make her account private because she was afraid of everyone coming to visit her. So my suggestion is you could send her a friend's request, then bomb her page once she accepts. You could simply report her account.
What?
But I think it's a good lesson to learn that you can't just say whatever you want and not have repercussions. Have a great day.
This guy's fucking insane, isn't he? I got wise ages ago to a little taste of how fucked up TikTokers are in the head, okay? Because there's this woman, and she basically, this guy, it's like a young lad. He did this like dumb sexist meme. It was quite like, you know, extreme. But she found his school and reported him to the school. But this is what TikTokers are nuts. They just think like, oh yeah. So what you need to do is go and send her a friend request, mass report her, and just, barrage her with messages. They're nuts. They genuinely just behave like this and think it's acceptable. It's honestly the craziest shit. And I was saying the other day, I do not want to get on the bad, genuinely, do not want to fuck with some insane wine mom TikToker who's got fucking 8 hours free a day, sipping on the fucking, Sauvignon Blanc, digging up whatever she fucking can about me. They're nuts. They're crazy. And some of them have got no job, so they've just got unlimited time to dig up whatever the fuck they can on you and try and fuck with you. You know, I'm worried I'll get into it with some TikToker, and in a week's time there's a report at my school about me being a fucking nonce or some shit. Like, these people are insane. Anyway, what the fuck? Okay, what's this one? Oh.
Hi, everybody. So the other day I posted a video about a young girl who decided to jump on my videos and leave comments about how I'm a pedophile. And when I approached her about it, she was like, I don't give a fuck. I can do what I want. I can say what I want. And I was like, cool. And I sent you all to pay her a visit. And many of you did, and thank you for that. Well, her account was called Iona Loves Sean. And it's all about how she's obsessed with her boyfriend, Sean, even though they're 12 years old. Well, today I found Sean. Now, here's the thing. I don't want anyone to give Sean hate. Actually, Sean seems like a really sweet guy. If anything, I think Sean deserves better. So I figure there's got to be some followers here that are around the age of 12. Lovely young ladies who are also nice. So why don't you hop over and pay Sean a visit? That is, if you like good-looking young men with chestnut brown hair who also have Australian accents. And maybe explain that he deserves better than someone who's nasty on the inside.
This is fucking insanity. What is going on?
Thanks. Bye.
This is fucking nuts.
Hi, everybody.
This dude, what? This is fucking insane. I'm losing it. He's saying, hey, if I've got any 12-year-old followers, I'm going to hook you up with this Sean guy. I cannot fathom the words to describe how insane this is. He's trying to hook up kids with each other. I was looking, when I was like trying to find stuff on this guy, I haven't seen these clips. I didn't know how, obviously, you can probably tell this is a genuine certified live Chud reaction, okay? I was looking for his profile and he was doing things like he would get a message from someone with 60 followers and he would go, oh, look at this account, go and report them. And I just thought, God, that's dumb. Why would you care about a 60 follower account? Just ignore it. And I thought that was probably going to be the lengths of what we were looking at. But no. This is certified fucking cuckoo land insanity shit. This is honestly, this has got to be the most insane TikTok shit I've ever seen. This is like another fucking level. Get a reality check because Sean loves Yona and I personally know them and they're an amazing couple. So I'm going to find Sean and where he lives. Then I'm going to find cute girls in your area for him. This is insane. Oh my God, I'm losing it. This is fucking... This guy's a full-blown schizo. She's also 10. That's not okay for Tim talk, and still he's right. You can get a beating. Means the government won't arrest you for saying what they don't like. You can still catch a beating. Yeah, docs, harass and stalk 10 to 12-year-olds. What the actual fuck, man? Okay, what's this one?
One girl said, I was gross for obsessing over a 15-year-old boy. This charming little... Now see right there? That used to say, I am 36 years old. I wonder why she changed it. I'm not stupid. I know she isn't 36, but she wants to play grown-up games. And a quick look at her content proves that she whores herself out for troll boys because she clearly has the self-esteem of a dog turd.
This is honestly, I feel speechless at this. This is like, this is a whole other level to anything I've ever seen in the time that I've done this. What's the purpose of you platforming this, dude? Banned. You're banned. That's what the purpose of your fucking banned, you little freak. The purpose is content, you total fucking retard.
Would you like my help find...
Like, I'm listening to this guy say the most unhinged shit I've ever heard in the 3.5 years I've been doing this. Chud. Why are you looking at this guy? Because it's the most insane content I've ever seen. What do you mean? This is fucking banging.
It. There's multiple videos on my page back from when it happened. Do you motherfuckers just find Google? I love how there's a bunch of you now like, oh, the smoking gun. You all are ridiculous. So the comment is claiming that I said inappropriate things to a 13-year-old. So allow me to paint a picture and a brief recap. I called out an edgelord on this app. These are these little troll kids who like get together with other troll kids and they just do things like they'll find someone who's gay, like a kid, and just harass them and try and get them to unalive themselves. Or they'll just say horribly racist things from sock puppet accounts. But I called him out on his account and then he went and got his army of virgins to come into my comment section. It's a lot like what Aunt Karen's going through.
Yeah. I mean, if they're 13, they probably are virgins. Is that like an insult? Yeah, most 13-year-olds probably are. They're kids. What the fuck? Well, not if this guy's got anything to do about that. But anyway, I digress. In my opinion.
Dumb shit in my comments. I had several comments, though, from one account in particular, and they were saying like really weird stuff. When I clicked on the account and looked at it, it was just videos of cats, and the description said that they were a 36-year-old cat lady. And I was like, why is this 36-year-old cat lady care about this troll kid? So I responded to one of the comments with something to the effect of her only value being in hand release. And then all of a sudden, I was getting all these other comments from the little troll kids. And they're like, oh, you told a 13-year-old girl to do things to you. And I was like, oh, I didn't. And then I click on that profile, and they changed the description to say, I'm a 13-year-old girl. Like, literally, they're like, I'm a 13-year-old.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I thought there were 36. Wait, hang on a sec. I've seen To Catch a Predator. Isn't that very standard? Isn't that what they normally do? They go, well, officer, I thought you was 36. Come on.
Old kids really tried to run with that. They thought they got me. They thought they were going to cancel me over that. Right. So, fun fact, never confirmed to be a 36-year-old or a 13-year-old or a girl, for that matter.
Okay, yeah, this guy is fucking certified. It just keeps going. Sending his followers after a teen boy who said he was being inappropriate with a 16-year-old girl he calls a clout-chasing little bitch. Oh shit, hang on, wait. Messed it up.
So yesterday I had this young fellow get on one of my videos and leave a comment saying, imagine this guy, me, leaving a flirtatious comment on a 16-year-old girl's video, and then her posting him on Instagram, you about to be called out, bro. And I was like, great, who? Show me where. I'll deal with this myself, because I know when I have not been inappropriate. And while I leave comments all the time randomly, sometimes on people I don't know at all, I know I haven't done anything wrong with a 16-year-old girl. And despite the fact that he has posted videos since, he has yet to respond. So, I figured maybe all of you would like to go talk to him and encourage him to answer. Because I don't think jokes about me being a pedophile are fucking funny. So either some girl did...
It's just shocking how they just effortlessly engage in this kind of brigading. And on our side of the internet, like, brigading is seen as bad. You shouldn't send people to comment. In fact, on most platforms, it's not allowed. You can't do stuff like that. But he's just casually doing it. It's nuts. Does TikTok not stop that from happening? Is brigading not a thing they're concerned about?
Chasing little bitch because she posted on Instagram hoping no one would see it and let me know. Or he made it up and he can catch the smoke himself. Either way, if I don't get a name, I'm going to go after him. And the last person that did something like this almost got their account deleted. So go comment, answer, and my username, so he can tell me who and where, and he can go on about his business.
This guy is something else. Part 2 of his attack on the 16-year-old girl. What a fucking sentence that is, eh? Okay, let's...
Story time. So a guy came on one of my videos and left a comment that I had left a comment on a 16-year-old girl's video that was inappropriate, and that she had taken it and made a video on Instagram exposing me. Thanks to you, he finally told me who it was, and I found the video in question. I'd love to show you it, but it's gone now, so I'll tell you what was there. So the video featured a girl who has very large breasts, 42E I think is what she said. She's wearing a full shirt, it's all covered up, but she said her life sucks because that's all guys see. It's like the only physical thing they find appealing about her. This came up randomly in my feed as I was scrolling, and I saw that, and I took the video to be very genuine, like someone who really was bummed. And at the end she showed her face, and I thought she had nice eyes, so I left a comment that says, "No, your eyes win." And she decided to spin that into, I'm a creepy old man trying to fuck her.
I mean, why you leave? I just think it's not really appropriate for you to say stuff like that, is it? I don't know, man. That's a bit kind of a creepy thing to do. Like, what would, lead you to do something like that?
Now, I believe this girl was only calling me out for clout for several reasons. One, she did not tag me in anything. Even on the Instagram video, which my same username is here, so I would have seen it. And her Instagram is actually private, or was at the time, so I couldn't see it. Now, I was leaving a comment for someone I thought was genuinely feeling bad and trying to make them feel a little better. And she turned it into this other thing that's really gross and disgusts me. And as upset as I am that false accusations are raised, I'm kind of more upset about the implications it causes. See, we know this site is full of really sick people who do go after 16 and 15 and 11-year-olds.
Oh my God! Yeah. Oh, there's so many sick people that go after them. Not me though. Just the other ones. The other ones are really bad.
So much harder for the real people to report it. The girl has now deleted the video and it's not up. But what the fuck were you chasing? Meanwhile, her Instagram lists her as America's favorite virgin and super horny, and features her at clubs drinking alcohol and giving lap dances. No, I'm not slut shaming you even if you're acting like a slut. No, I'm calling you out for being an asshole. Fuck you.
How old is this girl? Is she 16 or not? What? They said she's 16. How could she be out drinking? I mean, even so, if there's any doubt, you're probably best off not saying stuff like that about a 16-year-old. That would be my recommendation. As someone that might be 16. What's this? Oh, God.
Welcome to Redland Skate Park, pussy.
Right. Your mom said to take out the trash. And then also, you may want to throw on your headset and play some Call of Duty or something, because you don't want to have to listen to your mom giving me hugs with her mouth. Mouth hugs.
He's literally, thank you for the sub. He's literally owning kids, literal children on TikTok, man. How old is that kid? Destroyed. Destroyed. What the fuck, man? This is too much. This is too much, man. It just keeps going.
And yes, we know that these are white people. So is that why you're hesitant to call them terrorists?
That audio is all I needed to hear to know what an absolute shit person you are. You accused him of defending domestic terrorists because they were white and he's white, and when he took offense to that, you accused him of playing the victim. Go fuck yourself. Oh, I used to follow him. I thought he was one of the woke ones. Fuck you and that term. You didn't follow him out of support. I've had followers like you. You followed him because you wanted to be there when he fucked up so you could call him on it. You want to play gatekeeper. Oh, you want to support me in my causes? Well, let me see if you're the kind of white person I'm willing to let do that.
I know this is your favorite white boy. I know this.
I don't
I've
understand
never been
this
so
one.
happy to see someone didn't follow me. And I'll actually continue struggling to make the world a place where you are treated equal to me. But part of that is you will be called out on your fucking bullshit.
Okay, I mean, I've actually watched this one, and this one's kind of funny, but... This guy must be... this must be old, right? Because he's... There's no way he'd post this now. Surely. Anyway, there's more. Okay, this person has dug pretty deep, and listen. I'll warn you ahead of time before looking at all this. Okay, right? Some of these are kind of cringe, digging into like 10-year-old tweets, but still, we're going to go over them because why the hell not? Trigger warning: the following are tweets from Tizzy Ent that make light of racism, sexual violence, violence against the homeless, misogyny, trans animus, and paedophilia. They explain his more recent TikTok offenses. These are not mistakes, it's who he is. Ice cream trucks in my hood are ghetto. They play Jungle Bells year round. Look, I'm not saying I live in the hood. I'm just saying I got these 3 different beauty supply store ads. Yes, yeah, it's all about finding the right weave for you, or so I'm told. Okay. I'm not usually on the late train. If my car is any indication, its patrons are mainly intoxicated Mexicans and thugs with newborn babies. Curious. These are from 2012. But I do wonder if, like, maybe his recent approach is trying to, like, atone for these sins, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. One day I'll open a stress relief business that allows you to beat and or torture a homeless person. That was from 2009. Thank you for the sub. Again from 2009. Found out I have all next week off. This is not good. Last time this happened, 12 homeless men were burned alive, unrelated. They say it isn't gay if you're in prison, so does the cage in my basement where I bring homeless men to rape around? Oh my god, this guy used to be really funny. This guy is, oh, it's so extreme. It's so extreme. Jesus. What the actual fuck? This is nuts. This guy has had quite the career, it seems. He's gone down lots of different angles. Oh, what the actual fuck, man. Oh, relax. I don't actually rape homeless men. The only piss I want to smell on you is my own or the goats. Okay, let's just
I was trafficked by my mother, Tiffany Helmuth.
So a bunch of you tagged me in this guy's videos, and then Kets.io did a video about him today, basically saying that he believes him. I took a look at his stuff. I looked pretty in-depth, and I got to tell you, he has a ton of red flags for me. His statements are straight out of the Pizzagate/QAnon handbook. Like, this is the global elitist pedophile ring just applied to where he grew up. Repeating verbiage that we heard from Isaac Cappy or from Sarah Ashcroft, who are both...
Yeah, this is, I don't know what this is. I can't even understand what that is. But yeah, I mean, obviously these are like very old tweets. I'm not so concerned about these, obviously. The other stuff is very interesting, obviously. But there's even a YouTube channel, like I said, Victims of Tizzy Ent. There's a fucking YouTube channel to track his insanity. Okay, let's have a listen.
You know, whether or not you believe in, like, your astrological sign and how that affects and all that kind of stuff is up for debate. But I found at the very least, like, people born under certain signs, like, there are personality traits that seem to relate there. And I'm a Gemini, which usually, when I tell people that, they cringe. Because most Geminis, or a lot of them anyway, are kind of like batshit crazy. And I genuinely believe that's because Geminis have dual lives, dual personalities.
Okay, I don't. Okay, this they're trying to call him a sociopath. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know what the point of that was.
You know, the internet is a funny thing. It does not forget. It also reveals patterns of behavior.
Oh my god, man.
One girl said, I was gross for obsessing over a 15-year-old boy. This charming little Now see right there? That used to say, I am 36 years old. I wonder why she changed it.
Domestic violence is not typically one-sided. It's usually both parties engaging in physical violence.
I want everyone to listen to that real clearly because this is one of the talking skin tags that is investing all of her energy into defending Brian Carlson. She is a bad person. She is a terrible human being. She isn't bending over backwards for Brian. She's pinning both ankles behind her ears and then lathering herself in like animal lard to be ready. Some small part of me has my fingers crossed that you crazy kids find each other. And I'm wondering if you keep that same energy when you're the punching bag.
A terrorist, as everyone...
I mean, the thing, okay, like there's a weird excessiveness of the sexual comments, certainly. I think the thing with this is it's more so to highlight, I guess, the inconsistency between this thing he's presenting now, and I don't even know when these are from, but clearly some TikToks where he said some Weird shit, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of like a bit of a contradiction.
So quick to do with BIPOC.
Meanwhile, you want to be here henpecking my fucking content. The Clapper shit, bitch, everyone is verified on Clapper. That was the fucking joke. So you unfollowed but couldn't find the block button, so I'll help you go fuck yourself. I actually hate making videos like this, but it speaks to a larger problem, and that is people who will get on a platform like this, they will see larger creators and decide that person could help them get something that they want or need. And then they decide that person is somehow obligated to help them achieve that, and if they don't, maybe they're not as nice as they claim to be. So tonight, I saw a random comment that took me to the video of a woman whose child was taken by child services. She wants her child back. That is understandable. And she said this.
I've reached out to large creators like Tizzy, who follows me, who I've helped support his platform, but he has never helped me.
Yeah, some of this is just... I just don't even understand exactly what the problem is.
Welcome to the tattoo tour. Here is my body. Please no lewd comments about it.
I hope for a day where a young woman like this doesn't have to put a disclaimer like that. In the meantime, your ink is awesome, and so are you. You rock.
You do if I broke into your house.
Okay.
2 words. Andy's coming.
Oh no. Oh no, he's doing the male feminist ally meme. Oh no. He's doing it. He's doing it.
Oh, yeah, yes, ma'am. It's a lovely bathing attire.
Yo! Okay, it's body paint. It's body paint. It's body paint. Is that okay? Is body paint allowed? Okay. Is body paint allowed or not? Okay. I'm not going to show it just to be on the safe side, but Jesus.
If anyone is looking for gift ideas for me, I suddenly think I need a coffee table. I moved out of my
Jesus Christ.
family's house shortly after turning 18, so that year at Thanksgiving I wasn't exactly hanging around for family events. My girlfriend at the time invited me to come have Thanksgiving with her family. Along the way, I stopped to get some gas for my car and pick up a box of condoms. When I approached the clerk and put them down on the counter, he picked them up, looked at them, looked at me, and said, "Looks like someone's stuffing a lot more than turkey this year." I'm actually glad you made this comment.
Yeah, so obviously, you know, he's going on about how, it's just a male feminist ally thing, right? Of being like a nice male feminist ally, and oh yes, queen. Let's hope men don't have to. Hope one day women won't have to make. Whilst doing exactly the thing that he's criticizing, which is to make, you know, unasked for, unnecessary, like sexual comments about someone. You know.
I had a couple people kind of allude to this, and it gives me a chance to address it. So thank you. Absolutely, in no way, shape, or form was I slut shaming. When I say promiscuous, I do not mean body count, as we may say. That's not what I'm referring to by saying promiscuous. And perhaps it was a poor choice of words on my part, but I can't really think of what term would fit better. What I was saying is he was only having women come at him that were in it for the notch on the belt, essentially, to have someone his size. It was a novelty, and they had no desire to have a relationship with him. That was the issue. He wanted to find someone who liked him and then wasn't afraid of it, or liked him for other reasons than just that. That was the struggle. Otherwise, I am a strictly no slut-shaming zone at all. That's not acceptable.
Thank you.
Here, so.
Thank you, Tizzy Ent. Sloppy bitch gets on the train, puts her stank bare feet up on the seat and starts gorging on Taco Bell. Fucking stinks in here, whore. Again, this is an older tweet from 2010, but... Wasn't that mad till this C-word, bitch my charger, was messing hers up and she was here first. Eat my sweaty asshole douche. Hey, whores, pushing the Get Prince William on Twitter tag. You do realise he is married now, right? If you play your cards right, the coat gets you free whores. True, true. Any whore worth her weight comes with nose candy or crushed oxy. People are sluts on Halloween because they're in character. Wasn't me. That was Cinderella sucking Chewbacca's dick. It's Buscemi playing one of those characters he does best, and Sarah Silverman is the office slut lol. Just kind of weird comments. Nothing too crazy, but I mean, some of these are getting a bit newer. Perhaps the key to not being called a C word is not acting like one. Jesus Christ, fuck her. Passive-aggressive, self-serving C word that she is. Cut that poison out of your life. Playing hardcore Uno with 4-year-olds. And this little bitch is going down. This bitch on the train has become a mortal enemy. You have to hear her every night. Political views better than everyone she knows. Women wearing high heels is a human equivalent of putting a bell on a cat. You know, hear the pussy coming. It's troubling how often I see women crying on the train. Might there be a rape ghost on here? What the fuck is a rape ghost? What is a rape ghost? What the actual fuck is this guy talking about? Oh. Having trouble naming this one. It's between Meth Hooker from Breaking Bad gets dressed up for court or Tales from the Crypt Keeper wears a Farrah Fawcett wig. What the actual fuck? This woman's just on the train. She's just on the train. Oh my god. Really not sure tentacle rape would make me think of...
And it was a joke. But if you're going to follow me, you can't be a sensitive hit him with a hard T, then come in my comments and go back and forth about how disappointing I've become, about how I used to be good but now I'm not anymore. Fuck off my page. Find unfollow, or I will find the block button. I'm not here to be nice to you. Again, not talking about the person who left the comment. Bye.
Okay, so there's that. I started watching some of this.
This is my story of my experience with a certain call-out creator named Michael, who stalked, harassed, and threatened me and my 2 autistic children. All evidence...
Oh, what did the kids do? What did the fucking kids do, eh? That's a bit much, isn't it?
of my story can be found on my Instagram, which is now in my bio. All of the text messages, DMs, and voice.
By the way, I tried to find her Instagram, but I couldn't see it, and there's no link to it here. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay.
Clips. The reason I'm telling my story like this is months back I had made a second TikTok account in order to get my story out there. That account was mass reported and ultimately banned, and my story was never told. Because I'm neurodivergent and because I have justice sensitivity, it's important for me to get my story out there because people need to see who these call-out creators really are behind the scenes.
Oh, the account's private.
These call-out creators make it their life's work to expose shitty people, yet behind the scenes they're doxing, they're threatening, they're harassing, they're swatting people, and it's not okay. My TikTok journey started back...
The problem is like, obviously, I can't see the message or whatever, but like, we've seen his behavior. We've seen his behavior. Like, he's doing this publicly. Like, do you know what I mean? Some of it, at least.
2020, when we were all locked down due to COVID, but I was hardly ever on the app. Michael had come across my FYP, and I started following him, but because I was never on the app, basically, I never saw any of his videos. Then in 2021, I realized that certain creators had their Instagram links in their bios, so I started following him on Instagram. On my birthday in 2021 is when Michael sent me a follow request. I DM'd him and we started chatting, and those chats quickly turned into us talking on a daily basis. The only times that we weren't talking was when he was traveling or when my ADHD would kick in and I got busy and would forget to respond. He had sent me a request on Snapchat and then was also following me on TikTok. We had the type of friendship where we would have different conversations on different social media platforms all at the same time. So a month later, in December 2021, when people started dragging him on social media, I had no idea what was going on. I was not a TikTok regular. He would confide in me as to what was going on, well, his version of what was going on, and I was there for him. But I was still only getting his watered-down version of what was happening, so I continued to support him. But then my FYP had brought me a video that Lola Ray had posted about him with screenshots, and I definitely confronted him about it. Because he was my friend, and because I wanted to continue our friendship, I gave him the benefit of doubt, which I think a lot of people do with these creators, because they feel like they're good people. They're doing all of these good, amazing things, and so they don't want to believe the bad things others are saying about them. Those things are in direct opposition of who they believe this person to be. I made the mistake of thinking that his public persona was who he was, which is why he was able to bullshit me and tell me these watered-down versions, and I was able to continue a friendship with him. And that's what happens with his followers, and with the followers of other call-out creators. It wasn't until the Womblands debacle happened that I became...
What is the Womblands debacle? God, this TikTok lore is so deep. What is that?
a regular on TikTok, because it was a pretty salacious story. We were all hooked. Because he was really close with Savannah.
Oh, that's a good meme. I mean, I think we can all agree to that, can't we?
And behind the scenes, he had the inside information, and he, of course, would give that information to me. He would literally call me at like 7 in the morning and be like, "Did you see what was going on TikTok?" And I'm like, "No," and he would tell me all the drama. But then I started seeing things on my FYP about Savannah and the problematic stuff she was doing. Him and I had had conversations about those things, and again, because he has this way of talking about things and making you understand these things, I had taken his word at face value. But the second time that he tried to explain Savannah's problematic behavior was when it became a yellow flag for me. I started paying closer attention to her and the things that she was doing, and I didn't like it. These call-out creators will go to such great lengths to expose really shitty people, but when it comes to holding their own accountable, nothing happens. All of us have seen one case or another on TikTok of that exact thing happening. So in April, when he had made a post thanking Savannah for some information she had given him, I was pissed.
FYP, I
they
think,
had not
is
been public
for
with
you
their
page.
behind-the-scenes friendship at that point, and him doing that made it okay for his 4.9 million followers to accept the shitty things that she was doing. I ended up DMing him, and that did not go over well. After blocking him on all forms of social media, I decided to give our friendship one more chance and text him so that we could have a conversation about this. I genuinely thought he would see my point of view being a person of color. But he didn't, and that was the end of our friendship, but not the end of the story.
Okay. I haven't got a single fucking clue about any of that shit. Oh, okay. There's another video of this person here. What's this? Oh, is it just words? Oh, hang on. These are the messages. These are the messages. Okay. Tizzy Entertainment became friends with requests to follow on Instagram. After talking on Miss Daily for months, Tanya felt comfortable calling out Tizzy comfortable with everyone supporting Rick Soros publicly after a problem about behavior when he months prior. That's that. Wait, I know this person. That's the person that did the weird doxing shit as well. It's all connected. Seeing your face on your... Oh, is her name Savannah? Is that it? So after everything Savannah's done to the BIPOC community, you're still going to support her?
You've come at me. Okay, well, considering this is like the umpteenth time that you've come at me with this kind of thing, and I have to, like, talk you down from it. Yeah, I think it's... I wish you all the best. I don't know what to say beyond that. But I'm definitely not interested in interacting with you anymore.
This is like real, just this is like woke bullshit nonsense. Where's the autistic medal? The autistic kids? This is just stupid bullshit. There's nothing here I'm seeing that I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's a whatever. Right? Am I missing anything? It's just, I'm not going to listen. This just seems like complete bullshit. Pedo. Looks like he's confronted about the allegations. Where's the harassment? Despite Tanya having been public about the domestic violence she endured. Oh, fuck's sake! Tanya's been public about the domestic violence she endured as her ex-husband, children's father. She confided in Tizzy about the abuse she was enduring in the court system while trying to divorce her abuser. Hey! How's it going, Jeff? Despite Tanya having a criminal protective order against her ex, he was seeking joint custody of their two autistic children. Their son has Down syndrome, autism, and is non-speaking. He requires hand-over-hand help, and Tanya is his caregiver. Tizzy knew this and tried to blackmail Tanya by threatening her disabled children because he thought she tweeted something she didn't. He threatened a neurodivergent, BIPOC, pansexual woman. Okay. What's the point of the pansexual bit? As cringe as I find it, I understand the neurodivergent, BIPOC part, but the pansexual part? Not sure about that, why that's in there. Knowing they're all victims of domestic violence, don't silence her. He needs to be stopped. Teasy posted his videos before he threatened and harassed Tanya. Now we're getting to some
Piece
bits.
of garbage was arrested last night in Orlando, and he's being charged with at least 2 felonies. So he is in custody, and that woman and her child don't have to worry about him coming for them.
Where's the evidence? Like, she's showing a bunch of them arguing about other unrelated, like, other shit about the BIPOC, whatever. Where's the evidence of him doing what you're claiming here? That's the important part, isn't it?
And that was a concern. And I hope only bad things for him. So women, if you're in that situation, don't stay. Leave. It's not worth it, not for the kids, not for... Just protect yourself and your children. Leave. Child abuse. Hilarious. I'm curious what kind of person thinks that's funny.
TikTok, let me ask you y'all question. This your king right here?
He's a white supremacist and a pedophile. Why didn't he call you a thug like he usually does?
Mr. Tizzy, this your king right here. Tizzy, report to the front. But no, seriously, like, this is supposed to be a supposed ally to people of color. We've been warning you goofies about this goofy for the past 1.5 years, bro. And to make matters...
A lot of this is like the two retards fighting meme, honestly. Like, who is this guy? Like, I don't even understand. Like, he's looking at an old tweet. Like, that's the least of our problems, isn't it?
Worse. I need you to go on this young person's page right now, my good friend Tanya, and watch this most recent video with all the receipts of him harassing this person. This is an indigenous, pansexual, autistic person that Tizzy is harassing. No more white allies, bro.
We pop outside at night, though.
Family claims that TikTok with threats to utterly destroy her with his platform because she thinks she's posting about him on Twitter. She isn't. Yeah, show me that bit. Show me that bit. Not all this other bullshit. God, this is fucking so stupid, man. Honestly. You just watched it. No, but there's... Okay. I didn't watch... there's nothing there that backs up the claims it was made. Okay, I don't know what to make of that. All these people are retarded. That's my
you're a Chinese bitch. Now what?
We can trespass you.
Bitch.
Okay, you're going on Facebook.
It is dumb to spew racial hate at someone who is recording you with their phone. But you know what's even dumber? To do that to someone as you're paying for your food and then wait around for the person you just insulted to make and give you your food, because that's what she did.
Take your ass back to your country. Ching chong. You're so crazy. Korean ass bitch.
And you know what's even dumber than that? Paying for your food with a debit card that not only has your name on it, it also has the name of your business. So, Not the best move, Liz Knighton.
Oh my god. This is fucking nuts. He's fucking...
Owner of Body Beauty Bar in Orlando. She also allegedly went home and then left 2 nasty reviews for the business, making up stories that didn't happen. So apparently she's fine with people going to, say, a business and writing bad reviews that never took place. Although I can't imagine what further damage that could do. Her current Better Business Bureau rating is an F, including several very legitimate-sounding complaints that were reported long before this video was made, including one claiming that she likes to take money and then not provide the services. That's not great, Liz, but I can finish this on a positive note. The place she was at, King Cajun Orlando Mills 50, looks absolutely amazing. Their food looks incredible. And it looks like they're about to open an additional location in Daytona Beach. So I think the next time I'm in Orlando, I'm going to have to stop by and try them.
Fuck, man. I'm going to get doxxed by this guy, aren't I? I'm going to get gigadoxed. I'm going to get fucking gigadoxed. Oh, no.
Myself. And I hope to not see you there, Liz. Orlando, Florida, I'd like you to meet someone.
You're a Chinese bitch, not me.
So
Oh, hang on. Oh, wait. Oh,
go
no.
back to that original video and watch the whole thing and see what happened. And the business that he tagged. Unfortunately, I work at a business in the area with a similar name, and people have been threatening and harassing us since Monday. When we got to work today, you see this lovely graffiti all over the salon. Hang on, there's more. This is the front door.
Oh, no.
Here's the other side. Yeah, so because of this post and other posts like this, these are the dangers of doxing people. People don't actually do their full research, and the wrong businesses are targeted, like mine. We are in no way, shape, or form affiliated with the racist lady in that video. Unfortunately, like I said, the only...
Hot take, but this is just the same shit we used to do for decades, but in small towns. This is your public square. This is just how people are. It's just so effortless the way that he does it. It's so effortless the way he just engages in it. It doesn't seem to have any like, oh, maybe this is like a bit wrong to do, or thinking about this consequence of some random person getting fucked for it.
Similarities are the business name. And she has since removed all of her business from social media.
Yeah, and the other thing as well is I think that these platforms, like this guy has built up a massive following doing this. There's like a massive incentive for him to engage in this behavior. He gets rewarded for it. People like this and support it.
Yeah, and Google. So when you type it in, our business gets pulled up. And yeah, that's cool. That's really fucking cool, guys. Thankfully, we have a good community who came out and tried to cover it up today. This is what's left. As you can see, like, it still is going to need, like, another coat of paint, maybe some more primer, and the doors still need to be painted because they say racist bitch on them. It's just heartbreaking. It really sucks. We're fearful to go to work, and the woman who owns my salon, you know, unfortunately, she even kind of resembles...
Yeah, this guy is like a definite chameleon, right? Because he was doing edgy jokes like, years ago on Twitter. But now he knows by doing like the morally justified woke doxing shit, he can get a big following on TikTok. So he's gone and done that.
The lady in that video, but it's not her. She's like the kindest person I've ever met.
Delicious moral treats.
So sweet. She would never do any of this, and this is completely undeserving. So everyone wants to get all high and mighty and be offended on behalf of someone else. That's fine. That's your prerogative. You go ahead and do that. But, like, make sure you find the right fucking business because this is not okay. Ugh.
Okay, thank you.
I feel like everyone's seen that woman being horribly racist at King Cajun in Orlando at this point, either from my video or from the multiple Instagram or Facebook or Twitter posts, or perhaps even from national news outlets like the New York Post or Yahoo. When I saw the video, my takeaway was, oh, I didn't know about King Cajun before this. Their food looks amazing. I want to support them. They say the best revenge is to live a good life. If someone wants to trash a business, the best thing we could all do is then support that business. And I've only heard wonderful things about King Cajun since. Tons of people telling me how wonderful the people who own that business are. But some people don't live in Orlando or were pissed off and they wanted to go after the woman who said those things, so they went after her business, Body Beauty Bar. Only here's the thing. When you type Body Beauty Bar into Google, the first thing that comes up is Beauty Bar Orlando. Does that have body in front of it? No. This one does.
Oh my god, he's trying to say it's your fault for getting to the wrong... It's your fault, you stupid followers! You went and fucked with the wrong people! This is nuts, man.
This one has body. You see this address? It doesn't match that address. These are two different businesses. Beauty Bar Orlando is a wonderful business that's been there for 6 years. It's owned by a single mother of 4 who's also helping raise 3 grandchildren. They do amazing work, and yet a bunch of people from around the world are leaving hate comments on their business or flooding their phone lines with hate calls to the point that they had to close down their shop. And then, last night, someone went into Google, typed in their name, pulled up their address, picked up a can of spray paint, went to their business, and wrote, "Go back."
This is his fault. He's responsible for this. And he's trying to play it off like it's not his fault. It's totally your fault. You fucking handed a loaded gun to a bunch of retards.
To your cage, black monkey. You saw someone being racist to Asian employees at a restaurant, and your response was to be racist. By the way, to whoever wrote this constitutes a hate crime, and I hope you're prosecuted for it when you're found. They had to close down.
He's literally making it everyone else's fault. He's taking no accountability or responsibility at all for this. This is like insanity.
Today, to paint over that, they're losing money, their employees are losing money, they're scared for their own safety. So if you're one of the people who left a negative review on the wrong business, you damn sure better be going to GoFundMe right now. Type loss of business in the search bar and you'll see that campaign pop up, which will take you to their GoFundMe, and you damn well better be giving them something.
Now he's getting his followers to go to the GoFundMe. What?
If you're seeing this on Instagram or Twitter, I'll include the link as well. And if you're in the Orlando area, maybe go visit Beauty Bar Orlando and show them some love in business. Because the best way to combat hate is by doing good and support.
Is this guy for real? He's like the most hateful person in all of this.
Supporting good people.
What the video did was cause a bunch of unnecessary drama. There was a retraction, but it didn't get the views the original video got and the damage was done. The owner of my salon was scared because of the incessant threatening phone calls, calling her awful names and threatening to kill her and destroy her salon. We lost business over it. Clients who heard about the vandalism were cancelling left and right because they didn't think it was safe at the salon. We also had tons of people booking fake appointments online, thus wasting our time. I was pretty sure no one would try and cause more damage during the day. But I started carrying my gun to work anyway. We created a GoFundMe, and about $6,000 was raised, which went into installing security cameras and repairing the building. But even after those losses were recouped, it still left us in the negative. This is fucking unreal. This was back in June, and thankfully phone calls have stopped. This story is on 2 different local news stations. NBC even recently did an article about it. Well, I don't actually think doxing itself is illegal, is it? I mean, I think obviously going and doing that is illegal, but I don't know if what he's doing is actually illegal. Like, he's actually operating within the law, I think. Because he's not actually inciting violence, he's just putting it out there. Hey guys, here's the address. That's mental, man. And TikTok allow this. TikTok are just happy to have him on their platform. Aren't TikTok like super anal about certain things, but they allow this? That seems fucking nuts, man. That's like madness. We've seen him harassing a 10-year-old girl. There's others as well, but I don't know how relevant. I mean,
I'm so confused.
You're confused. I'm fucking confused, bro.
Is it really that hard to have some respect for Asian culture during Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month? Not even respect, maybe just not ridicule our culture. You know, the very bare minimum.
I'm so confused.
You know, Google is at your fingertips, right?
That's all to put on a plastic bracelet.
Jade.
A cheap hunk of plastic you did.
Not cheap.
And it looks uncomfortable. It looks like a promo for some spicy content.
Let's be a man about it.
Looks like. What is happening?
Let's say for the sake of...
Yeah, I literally just don't care about stuff like this. You know, so it's like this is the least of our concerns.
One after another, telling you it's cultural. So why? You have 4.2 million followers. You've built your platform on being an ally. So this coming from you is actually even worse because people think that you're someone that knows better. But here you are doing the same shit ignorant, racist people do to us all day long. But with your kind of platform, you give the illusion that this is okay because it's coming from you, someone who's...
I want to see him speak more.
That I thought was just one of those like life hack videos, like if you're having trouble with this, do this kind of situations, not knowing that it had cultural significance. Now, some wonderful people let me know in the comments, but also Sujia made a video. I'm just going to let that video play so you can learn like I did.
I'm so confused.
Let me help. That's not a cheap plastic bracelet like you suggested in the video. In fact, it's jade, and jade has been worn by billions.
Don't worry, I've got an Asian to explain. Bring on the Asian. Bring on the Asian.
Millions of women for thousands and thousands of years all across Asia, particularly in China. Jade is believed to have healing properties and offer protection against evil spirits and is often gifted by mothers to their infant daughters when they're born. And the zip ties, those are simply a modern tool used to help get the bracelet on, not
the thing to bear in mind, I know we're like meme and it is very soy and whatever, but the thing to bear in mind is it's not about whatever it's about his standards. And you've got to look at how he presents himself to the world. You've got to hold them to their own standards, right? And I think that him doing content like this, when he then is, on the other hand, berating this woman in the other stuff, which we initially started looking at, like, clearly he is just an absolute heap of inconsistency. Putting aside the more serious issue, which is he's an insane schizo doxer who doesn't care if he targets the wrong place, and if he doesn't truly apologize and puts it on his audience and tells them to go to the GoFundMe, and also says weird, creepy stuff to kids. Like, do you know what I mean?
Content and the bondage like you're trying to allude to it being. So hopefully you're not confused anymore, and I really honestly don't know how you could be, considering hundreds of people in your comment section have said the exact same things to you, but hopefully that cleared things up for you. And I know that you've advocated for the Asian community in the past, and just like this video doesn't negate those things also don't negate this video. And part of me has to wonder, are all these videos disrespecting Asian culture just a happy coincidence to all be happening during Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month? Because honestly, it's starting to feel a little bit more coordinated than that.
So genuinely, thank you to Sujia for calling me on it, but also taking the time to educate, because no one really owes it to any other race or culture to educate them, and I very much appreciate it. Now, the video is down, but I did keep it up for a while, and honestly, the only reason I kept it up is because there were some really wonderful conversations happening in the comments, explaining what was actually going on.
He's very fake.
Video. Like, I had first seen this comment and I pinned it and responded to it, and then there was a ton of really good responses to that, and it led to others asking questions like what happens if it breaks, etc., and others like myself who had thought it was a plastic bracelet and then were realizing otherwise. So I left it so others could learn in the comments until I had an opportunity to make a video replying to one of those comments. And then I saw this video Sujia did, and I was like, that's just a much better explanation, and it's better that someone who...
The thing is like, at his level, if he's getting all the views he's getting and whatnot, he's probably making money hand over fist. He's probably making a shit ton of money. And I presume he's probably got some means with which you can directly give him money.
Presents the culture can speak about it than me, so I'd rather give her the voice. So I'm deeply sorry to anyone who thought I was mocking the Asian culture. That was not my intention at all, but there's intent and there's impact.
Yeah, this is just
and for people to feel that way means they were impacted in that way.
Okay, where's him? I want to see another one where he goes schizo. Those are the best ones.
And if you're wondering what the caption says,
This video is so wrong. The guy exposed himself dancing in front of the camera. He did whatever he wanted regardless what people might think. But your reaction is disgusting. It's really disgusting. This guy is a human.
Okay, yeah, I literally just don't care. Why are people even bothering to make content about this when he's got like a laundry list of actual genuine shit he's doing that's bad? This is the worst shit I've ever seen, man.
Comment. Story time. Now, on occasion, on the
Oh, you've seen these already. It's better just watching the original. Oh wait, who's this fellow? Who's this fellow?
We're hiding some things. So not only are we referring to his followers as COCK sucking courses, but we're also doubling down and calling him a CUCKHOLD. Baby, when your only way to make fun of a gay person is by bringing up their sexuality and what they do behind closed doors, that is homophobia. And all of this because you had to make a video throwing up to a black man twerking. Huh. If your ego is more important than the advocacy that you do for communities, please stop advocating, because it's quite clear that the work is not meant for you, my love. Do better. This is the problem with allies on...
Okay, yeah, this bit one's done. I'm going to just check all of these to make sure, because I'm hoping to strike some more gold.
So in the middle of the recent...
Okay. Guys, listen. You're not going to believe this one that I've just found. I don't know what it is, but
backlash. Tizian makes a video with this caption: "Don't like what I do? Do you want him here?" He's basically implying that anybody who doesn't agree with the things that Tizzy says is allowing bad people on this app. So in that video, he talks about Justin Mullins, who is, saying odd things in his videos. He has odd profile info. He clearly is mentally unwell. Tizzy then goes on to show an article about a Justin Mullins who is a predator. The problem is they aren't the same Justin Mullins, because the Justin in Tizzy's article is currently in jail. So he falsely accused this mentally unwell person of being a predator. And of course his followers went harassed, bullied, and threatened him. Meanwhile, the first Justin is schizophrenic, and his sister has been trying to reach Tizzy to take his video down. Irresponsible. He has responded to him falsely accusing a veteran with schizophrenia of being a predator. If you click the comment here, you can see my video talking about that. He took the video down, but instead of addressing it and apologizing to this person, to his family, and making it right to the millions of his followers that he presented this to, he said this to Let's Get Purdy Maybe. He said somebody told him that that was his account, and instead of actually researching it himself, he believed it and put this person in front of his millions of followers making false claims.
Dude.
And he is refusing to address it.
This
He's
guy.
refusing to make it right. And they took one of his accounts down. Justin's family are trying to find him. The only thing they had to know he was still alive was him posting TikToks, and his millions of followers took his account down. This is ridiculous.
Oh,
Everybody,
God.
This is an update on Justin. If you need more info, click this comment. Justin's
much,
the person that Tizzy falsely identified as a predator during all of the craziness. Justin is a disabled veteran suffering from schizophrenia. I've been working with his family. We believe we found him.
I genuinely feel bad for this dude and stuff, but it's just all a bit much. Like, he's a schizo, and his family can only keep track of him via TikTok. It's a lifeline. It's just like too much.
He made it across the country. I've spoken with law enforcement, mental health experts, the VA. They can't do anything if he's not causing problems. But with the seriousness of the false allegations and people harassing him and his condition, it can turn into a dangerous situation. So his mom's going to hopefully fly out to get him, and we set up a GoFundMe to help them with those costs. It's going to be controlled by his sisters. Anything extra will go to treatment, or if he ends up fleeing again, we'll have to hire a private investigator to track him down. The link is in my bio. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Anything helps.
So I posted a video a few days back about a guy
who was here on TikTok and about a guy who had tried to solicit a 14-year-old. And they had the same name and they looked like each other. And then I had someone yesterday saying, hey, the sister of the guy who's on TikTok, or someone who claims to be a sister, says they're not the same person. So I looked at that claim from who sent it to me, and I took down the video of him. And I want to kind of paint the picture of how this post came to be in the first place. So I had someone send me this guy, maybe like a week back.
This guy, he's just completely reckless. Like, not verifying anything, not checking anything, wrong business, put him on blast. This guy's got the same name as a fucking predator, put him on blast. He's like bumbling about the place, causing these problems.
Concerned just about his posts in general. And I gave it a quick glance. I didn't see anything that was necessarily harmful, and he seemed like he wasn't mentally well. I don't call out people for just being mentally unwell. But then a few days ago, someone contacted me about him, and they're like, see this? And it was a video where he was talking about renting a room to stalk someone. And then they were like, and I also found this article that seems to be him. And it was the article about the guy who was arrested soliciting a child. Same name as the guy, and the picture looks like him. So I said, okay, I'll look into this. And then later that day, I had yet another person message me. They sent me the article first, and they were like, this guy used to come into my store, and then I just saw him on TikTok. And I was like, well, who did you see on TikTok? And they pointed me to the same guy's account. So now I have the name that matches.
The thing is, this guy is not getting punished for this, right? There's no consequences that have actually come his way, except for, you know, people talking some shit on him. So, of course he's going to keep doing it. If you're making money doing something, even if, you know, most people would agree it's some flavor of morally or ethically wrong, but you can just keep doing it and not get any consequence, and you're just going to keep doing it, aren't you? Like, why would he stop? There's no need for him to stop.
I have a picture that looks like the guy, and I have someone who's saying, I've seen this person, they come into my store, this is the person. Now, if there's someone who is potentially harmful to children, I'm not going to leave them on an application like TikTok. I want them off of it so that they can't interact with children here. So there was an urgency to act on it. So I didn't want to like find the guy. I didn't want to put his information out there. My call to action, if you will, was report his account so it goes down. Now, I haven't had any contact with his sister, and I can't find any evidence that she tried to contact me. Someone said she was asked and said she hadn't tried to contact me, but I haven't seen like a screenshot of that. So that's hearsay at best. And she could have tried to contact me, and I missed it because lately I have even more interactions and comments than usual. But normally, if it's something really important, which I would think that would be and would stand out, other people will see it and comment and contact me about it, or even message me about it, and I received no messages like that. I didn't get a message until a certain other user had made videos about it. And that's what tipped off people to message me. That user seemed to make it part of like a 9-part mini-series that they're making about me. And I find it interesting that they're claiming like they wanted to help this woman and her brother. But if there's a video out there that's being harmful to this person, the fastest way to get rid of it is for the person who posted it to take it down. Like pushing a button, I can make that video go away. But instead of...
Well, he's living the wine mom TikTok life. This is generally the type of behavior that you see from like, you know, women that are stuck at home with not much to do. So they set up a TikTok account, start doxing people for minor infractions, and then all of a sudden it blows up and they got a massive account. Like he's clearly playing the game, right? Like clearly he doesn't really care about a lot of this stuff because he's super inconsistent. He's critical of, you know, the fact that he's being like the soy feminist ally thing, and then he's making all this misogynistic sexual comments towards women. Like clearly he doesn't give a shit about it, does he? Or he wouldn't do that.
Instead of reaching out and asking me or telling me about it, you made videos about it. So it seems like that person was a lot more interested in content and posting videos when they've made it very clear they want to have me deplatformed than it was about actually helping the person and the situation. Regardless, the video's down. It's been down since I found out. And if there's anything I can do to help his sister, I'm more than willing to do that.
Minute messaging a random video.
Do I have to explain how reckless and shitty it is to go out of your way to try and make it look like someone is a child predator? Do I? Do I have to explain how damaging that can be to a person? Not to mention to victims, who again, it makes it so much harder for them to come forward and be heard when there were false allegations muddying the waters.
Yeah, he is insanely hypocritical. Perhaps one of the worst yet. Right, so that's Justin Mullins. Okay, we've seen the tweets. We've seen Tizzy harass a girl. What's this one about? If it's soy, I'm switching it off, but...
It's Lex Scott, activist and founder of Black Lives Matter Utah. And for context, she was checking the other guy, my dude, for saying he didn't think the Nashville RV bombing was a terrorist attack before the facts came out.
This is the one and only video I'm going to make on this. This has got to be some weird clout grab because this incident happened nearly a year ago. I made a video taking all of the relevant information about the Nashville bomber and stating, for a number of reasons, that I didn't believe it was a terrorist attack. Now, I haven't gone back and searched for that video, but my recollection was there was information that he had ties to the AT&T building, that he was targeting underground fiber, that he was telling people to get away from the explosion, etc., etc., etc. And I said it sounded like a disgruntled employee and likely not a terrorist attack. And by the way, I was right.
My dude, I see you're back from your mental health break. I understand how stressful it is for white allies like yourself when you're fighting for the injustices done to people of color, that it does get stressful for you all and you have to take these mental health breaks.
Okay, yeah, this is, I want to hear, this is just, I don't really care about this. More cringe shit. I want to hear him talk about what's going on.
Hold out on your fucking bullshit.
Today, on Allies Gone Wild, we're going to talk about your favorite white ally, Tizzy Ent.
And yes, we know that these are white people. So is that why you're hesitant to call them terrorists? That audio is all I needed to hear to know what an absolute shit.
Okay, yeah, we've seen this kind of some of this already. Oh, shit. Wait. Okay, what's this one? This is the skin tag person, I think.
What did you do to deserve that?
Oh, look. Making light of domestic violence. Making it into a funny joke.
Domestic violence is not typically one-sided.
Haven't we
It's
seen this
usually
one
both
already?
parties engaging in physical violence.
I want everyone to listen to that real clearly because this is one of the talking skin tags that is investing all of her energy into defending Brian Carlson. And she just said, domestic violence is both people's fault. They both participate in that. Is there like a victim blaming handbook or is that an original thought by you? She is a bad person. She is a terrible human being. She isn't bending over backwards for Brian. She's pinning both ankles behind her ears and then lathering herself in like animal lard to be ready. And between his ex-girlfriends and his porn history, which I have seen, you're about as far away from what he's interested in fucking as possible. And yet somehow I'm pulling for you. Some small part of me has my fingers crossed that you crazy kids find each other. And I'm wondering if you keep that same energy when you're the punching bag. No offense, but I don't want to sound racist, but when you add
always the start of a good sentence,
but it negates everything that came in front of it.
Oh.
Like this. Domestic violence is beyond evil. But with that but, you've made it clear you don't give a shit about domestic violence or the people who've experienced it. The video is going to get that slimy underbelly to just roll over and show itself. And boy, you trolls did not disappoint. Just a cornucopia of shitty people. All of the men's rights advocate scumbags. People who are like, you were wrong to say this. Click, it takes you 2 seconds to go to their profile and see a video of them just being absolute human garbage. Like, it's amazing how many people who had a problem with what I said loved the phrase, let's go Brandon. Oh, and of course, she responded exactly how I knew she would because a hit dog will holler. And boy, did she. Just with the tears. Isn't that your first crying video, sweetheart? Every time you're called to task, every time you're called out, you start the waterworks. But I went through it too, and I was to blame. So Everyone who has experienced this is like garbage. And of course she's experienced domestic violence. Everything about her screams that. She is a rage.
Yeah, I don't really. Again, this is like. I'll be honest with you. A lot of this is a bit of a miss for me. The main things are obviously the business and the fake pedo, wrong person shit. That's the meat and potatoes of this. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, I guess that kind of concludes. Well, actually, there's one more. Hope this is a good one.
With myself is these incidents were like three of some of the biggest incidents with some of the biggest creators that happened in the past year. In some way, it really does defy credulity that someone could not know about all three of these things. All three of these situations were unknown when they were all over TikTok, and all of the biggest creators on TikTok were creating videos and content about this. I mean, the way that Danish and Savannah went down in flames, the way that Tizzy went.
Okay, yeah, this is. You need to. People need to understand. If you're going to do a video, you need to at least explain a bit of the context of what's going on. God, people have got no narrative concept. It's ridiculous. Anyway, sorry guys, that one looks like a bit of a nothing burger. Well, I don't really understand what's going on to say what it is. But anyway, we got some. Listen, it was obviously going in blind, mixed bag. But I do think, yeah, we got some good content out of it. I already watched that video yesterday. Unfortunately. But yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I didn't know how deep the rabbit hole went, but we got some good memes out of it. I think I'll make a good YouTube video.